Senzo Meyiwa murder trial is set to resume on Tuesday after the judge granted the defence's application for an adjournment. 5 men have been charged with Meyiwa's killing and other charges relating to armed robbery, possession of firearms without a license and possession of ammunition. Our reporter Silindelo Masikane following that story today for us, joining us now live this hour. Good afternoon, Silindelo. Just tell us about this delay. Why?
Well, we understand that about 2 weeks ago, the state released statements that they said that they would only release closer to the trial because of security reasons. These are statements from state witnesses who we understand are under witness protection because they fear for their lives. And so what we understand is that the advocate or the lawyer for accused number 5, who is Fisoguhle Ntuli, she told the court today that she has been unable for the past 2 weeks to be able to consult with her client about this new evidence. And so she says that this will obviously impede on his constitutional right to be able to adequately prepare for his defense as well as be granted a fair trial. Let's take a listen to Advocate Mshololo.
Accused number 5 has just been ambushed by the conduct of the state to reveal such a crucial statement at an 11th hour of the trial. And I'll further submit, my lord, that that conduct of the state on its own has violated a right, a constitutional right of the accused, especially accused number 5, to a fair trial. He has been denied an opportunity to prepare his case and his defense.
And the family, Silindelo, how are they feeling about this day's postponement?
And of course, we spoke to the family as well as their lawyer ahead of the trial this morning. And they were, of course, very hopeful and looking forward to the start because now, finally, the wheels of justice have begun turning and they can finally get the answers that they've been looking for the past 8 years. I spoke to them briefly after the court postponed the matter. They didn't want to actually go on camera, but they said, of course, it's disappointing, but it's only 24 hours and they are hopeful that everything will go according to plan tomorrow. Let's take a listen.
It's a relief to us as a family. So we are hoping
Silindelo, I understand the lawyer for the May was still of the view that more arrests should be made.
Yes, of course, we know the various conspiracies around what happened to Senzo Meyiwa, but what Cardinal told me this morning was that the mastermind of this murder is still at large and that investigations are underway and that he was expecting more people to be arrested. Let's take a listen.
And the police know who it is. The police have finalized the investigations. They're still busy with it, I think, here and there. But as far as I'm concerned, the police have a very good idea on who the mastermind is. And I'm sure that if the mastermind is not added to the indictment, that there'll be other indictments in future.
Cardinal believing that there's more coming. And of course, Silindelo, we know there's been a lot of speculation about what happened on that fateful day. And of course, that's coming out into the public play as well after the latest Netflix series about Senzo Meyiwa's killing.
Yeah, also a lot of speculation about whether the release date so close to the start of the trial was, done purposely. But of course, it gave South Africans another picture as to what happened on that day. But this trial is very important for those who loved Senzo Meyiwa as well as the family, because now we're going to see what the state has in terms of connecting the dots, in terms of revealing exactly what happened on that day. And Kharinal was also explaining today that because it's been so long, there's going to be a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation about what happened, and that's also to the fault of, you know, promises made by politicians over the past couple of years to trying to get to the crux of this issue and to get to this point. But of course, we're going to, of course, hear from witnesses and the evidence from the state as to exactly what do they have against these men and how they're connected to this murder. Let's take a listen.
The long delay and all the unfulfilled promises made by senior policemen and politicians alike created the fertile ground for conspiracies to grow, to start growing, and that led to a rift in the family, a split in the family, which is very unfortunate. But certainly I've explained to my clients my view of what I've seen, and that's all one can do. One can look at the evidence and we can then develop your view. I've explained to my clients, and that's what we're here for. That is mainly what we will be doing going through the trial, is to explain the significance of all the evidence, of all the witnesses to the family so that they understand. And certainly, if there's some new developments, we will deal with that with the family as well.
Silindelo, finally, before I let you go, I know there's been this postponement due to these new statements on the prosecution, but ahead of this trial, 3 weeks ago, I interviewed Kharinal here on eNCA, and there was that matter of the lawyers for the 4 and the 5 accused, and the whole issue of maybe they want to put in a special plea or some plea today, which did not happen. Should we expect the defense to make a plea tomorrow or not?
Well, I mean, these are court processes, Bradan, and you know, court can be quite unpredictable. We don't know what's going to come out of the consultation processes that are going to take place today. What we do know is that the state says they're ready to proceed. We know the lawyer representing accused 1 to 4 is also ready to proceed. And we understand that after the consultation process today, the lawyer for accused number 5 will be ready to proceed tomorrow. So we'll see what court processes have for us tomorrow when the trial officially begins at 10 a.m. here in the High Court.
Thank you very much, Silindelo Masikane, for that comprehensive update this hour about the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial set to resume tomorrow morning at 10.